Why are you single? Currently work too many jobs 3x8am, am in a home stretch of being foot single parent 4 years to go before my youngest graduates HS and I live with my parents. I'm not a great prospect for any guy. I'm too busy, too tired, and have quite frankly rubbish taste in men. I've placed myself in timeout till I have less responsibility and more free time to be able to concentrate on another person, faced with monocle. But at least I'm self-aware enough to recognize that being a little lonely occasionally, is far better than being in another toxic or abusive relationship. Cool face, celebratory hands in the air. Baby steps. I don't trust modern women, got rejected too many times by the girls I fancied or got tired to play stupid games or be the backup plan. Also, won't accept being with someone I don't find attractive in my eyes even if she initiates. That being said, I'm also frugal and want to retire close to 40s, I hardcore invest a huge chunk of my salary. Money from the ATM are the least of my problems. The modern woman is a spending machine and most of them have this mindset that I should pay for their needs. My bank account becomes our bank account, so yeah, FK that. Because apparently I have bad luck. But really, I don't know why. Ex-friends of mine, relationships seem to have just dropped into their laps, but they are the most insecure and bossy and overly aggressive females I know. I'm more of a soft kind of woman, and more secure with myself, yet I can't get past the talking stage a lot. Closest thing I had to a boyfriend in 5 years, and it ended almost 6 months ago, because I found out the dude was married, and he was hiding it from me. I feel like a loser, which is my insecurity, so I just really don't know. I think BC of people's perception on relationships nowadays and how social media has convinced that you replace a man when he stops serving you. People forgot the concept for better or worse and that love is tested during the rough times, not its good times. I'm not saying I'm a bad person, but I'm not saying I'm perfect. I will make mistakes unintentionally and I know I will make my partner upset. I just hope my partner knows my intentions were not ill and we can work together on it and figure stuff out. Haven't met the right girl yet. I had a few girls I've hooked up with recently but I didn't feel anything with them. I'd if I'm ever gonna find that girl TBH. I just got out of a 4-year relationship and it's been jarring going back to being single and putting myself out there again. I know I'm not ugly, I've been working out, I make decent money, and I consider myself to be fun and interesting, but it just feels like I'm never gonna find that person. How else to explain it besides not really having things figured out yet? There's a lot of stuff I still want to experience and accomplish in my life that aren't compatible with a relationship. If a woman comes around who is willing to deal with the obstacles that naturally come with my goals and lifestyle, that's great, but I wouldn't blame anyone for steering clear, and it feels irresponsible to start something until I'm finished. I'm putting a temporary pause on relationships. I'm such a private person and have literally only had 2 boyfriends my whole 4 decades. Trust issues stemming from my late dad rejected me and blamed me for everything, including being born. He had 11 kids and thought he could just be a pimp and leave women with kids. 2 he married, 1 forced wedding. Joined military and that's how all of us were born. Serious CPSTD and BPD, woman shrugging. I did put myself in therapy. Still don't trust anyone. I find it easier to be single. I don't have to do much aside from take care of myself. I loved being in love and sometimes hope to have it again someday, but I honestly find something very special about being on my own and just doing exactly what I want and what I enjoy. I also feel after finding so much joy and independence being single, I feel it may be hard to go back to sacrificing things to fit in around a relationship. I am in a terrible mental place, and I have flings with women who are also in terrible mental places. It just makes for a multiplied terrible mental place. I keep thinking maybe we can work together to build each other up, but we just end up bringing each other further into the abyss. There are a few women in my life which I love dearly and would pursue. However, I love them and want the best for them. I know that's not me. Nowadays with all the dating apps and all, you see people going for dates with multiple people. Does it make any sense to put in time, effort, energy for someone for whom you are just an option? Also fuck capitalism. Fuck labor laws. Fuck shitty minimum wage. 12 hours x 5 days gone for work commute. Weeks pass by so fast. Chores, catching up on sleep, and boom, weekend is also gone. Where's the time or energy to date? Honestly, I've been asking myself that same question for years. Maybe because my standards are too high, or maybe because I have the personality of a moldy sock. Who knows? But hey, at least I have pizza and Netflix to keep me company every night. Can't complain about that. And no, before you ask, I don't need your petty date suggestions from Tinder or just putting yourself out there. Been there, done that buddy. I'm very scared of men. I don't feel safe or comfortable. Whenever the sentiment of finding a partner, or if I'm interested in someone crossed my mind, I would always distract them by thinking of work studies related stuffs. So it becomes a constant to-do list or to learn list in my chaotic brain. Eventually, I distracted myself from thinking about getting into romantic relationships since birth to 2022 by choice. 2023 almost. BC I wasn't looking for anything, then there's this guy who waltzed into my life who I thought was my end game. I think I jinxed it by tweeting ABTM though he was unaware BC we're not connected on TWTX but still. 2024 to moving forward I feel like I no longer have interest, everyone is just exhausting to deal with, ha 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 ha. My BF dumped me 2 weeks ago. Apparently he was unhappy to the point where having to say he loved me formed a pit in his stomach. On that day 2 weeks ago, he ran into his old therapist who ghosted him a year ago by the way she said choose happiness to him and felt it was a sign from the universe. So now I'm single. We were together 3 years and live together still. Don't really know actually. I'm indifferent to the thought of being with someone. It honestly kinda scares me. I've had crushes over the years, don't get me wrong, but I honestly just feel really good being by myself. I'm scared of getting that close to someone in the sense that it feels violating. I have trouble being open with people when it comes to my life, my drinking and drug habits in my mid-20s. I have figured a lot out since, but now at 46 the options are less, and the good ones I could have kept have long since had kids, got married, act. I have not given up though. Life is long still. I am working hard on self-employment, I am comfortable with myself and maintain a good friendship structure. I have been in relationships, but I'm yet to find a girl who's putting the same amount of effort and work into the relationship as me. So far I've been disappointed for not getting the same treatment from them as I do for them. And this doesn't mean spending money or buying gifts. I mean day-to-day things, like care, attention to detail, etc. The majority of people in the world are in fact single. My personal theory is dating apps and the internet have socially conditioned us to be unwilling to accept any flaws in potential partners, so we swipe left on people that could be right for us, ghost others when we do match or meet up, and cut off relationships at the first hurdle. Extreme trauma from years of abuse from ex-husband that I could not get out of. I'm sure no man would be willing to take that on, and if I ever met a decent man I would never believe a word he said. So, I'm going to college for a career where I can work from home. Most nights I just watch The Walking Dead and that makes me happy. I'm tired of what dating has become. It's just impossible anymore. I can keep myself miserable in the search of the options that disappeared when I was 23 going on 24 only to be met with non-stop disappointment and unnecessary stress, or I can enjoy the peace and freedom of being single, living on my own terms. It's a no-brainer. Bad timing. Not assertive-aggressive enough at the right time. Too assertive-aggressive at the wrong time. Standards too high for my current age group now, unless I go looking for someone really young. Never interested in those interested in me, too interested in those not interested in me. Sums it up neatly, because the men I like don't like me, and the men that like me, I do not like. Vicious cycle. Sounds morbid, but I would rather die than settle for someone I'm not attracted to. On the other hand, anyone I've been attracted to in the past have caused the most turmoil. I definitely find myself happiest when I'm single. I suspect that for anyone who is aiming to be in a relationship, they may be aware, but odds are that the things that are real factor may be not visible to me, e.g. a blind spot. For me, I think that my weight is a factor. When I'm more lean I am suddenly so much funnier and someone people want to go on dates with, smiley face, because I want to. I'm still working on myself, healing the parts that I don't like or that could use a touch-up, and doing my best to build up and achieve my idea of a perfect me. Opportunities are not a problem, I just can't see myself being with someone when I'm not infatuated with the current version of myself. I want to have freedom to pursue my goals and get my hoe phase out of the way so that I don't resent my partner for cock-blocking me of my blessings. Blessings in the form of job opportunities, other men, solo dates, living my best fun and wholesome life, making friends, building a business and chasing dreams, sparkles. I'm until I go back to college to date. I want to date an attractive woman for once. I also kinda want to move out before I date, but that's not a necessity, and I also want to be a whore for a while before I get in a serious relationship. Also I am shy and don't have great social skills, so there's that too. All my thoughts and feelings are valid because I don't have someone perceiving me and feeling entitled to judge me or give second opinions. I enjoy my peace. I'm already fulfilled on my own, so I'm not at a point where I need the affection of another human being to feel human. I enjoy it a lot. I'm dead set on not seeking someone out till I'm able to afford it. Once my flag is planted. Also, whose idea was it to influence people to fill a void by seeking another out for pleasure? What kind of sick, twisted Adam and Eve BS is that? In short, I'm highly opinionated and disagreeable. Oh, I'm living my own fairy tale up here in this tower. I guess I've got a bit of Rapunzel vibe going on, patiently waiting for someone to come along and, bring some excitement into my long-haired life. The right hero just hasn't shown up with the right set of climbing gear yet. I let myself go. After my last relationship, I kinda lost track of myself both physically and mentally. I am working on that, trying to be the best version of myself that I can be. I don't want to burden the next woman with trying to fix me. I'll get myself sorted and then go out looking. I'm usually a very passive person. I don't like conflict. I've found that when I'm with someone, I give in too easily, and they end up running my life after a short time. I want to do what I want to do. I found that this does not preclude sex. There's just no commitment past today. I am not very forward when I'm interested in someone new, and I oftentimes friend zone people I'm attracted to so that I can't even give them the chance to hurt me. I was romantically involved with a close friend of mine a few years back. Things didn't work out, and it has scarred me.